Hello and welcome, or welcome back. This is going to be a zodiac specific timeless reading for the sign of Taurus. It is currently Taurus season when I'm uploading this, so happy birthday Tauruses that have their birthdays during this season. Of course, you need to hear it, take what resonates, leave the rest. Let's see what's going on in the situation of importance for you, my dears. Hey, Yoga Empath, you may be mirroring some individuals around you that are potentially activating some type of trauma bond, potentially. And it seems like that's what's in question for you, wondering what the resonance truly is. Let's see, we've got intensity does not equal intimacy. So there's something that resonates more with a charged alchemy that you're still holding on to accidentally than actually creating a sense of security and vulnerability and reciprocal exchange that feels safe. Comes out with 7 crown chakras. So there's a difference of beliefs in the situation, and there could definitely be some type of deceptive, self-deceptive, or manipulative energies coming through this situation for you, Taurus. So be aware. Dealings with a Sagittarius, potentially, past, present, or future. Dealt with some gaslighting and manipulation tactics. So look more deeply into the current situation for things that remind you of this older situation. There it is, trauma bonding comes out. So anybody who is trying to connect with you at this time and your sensitivities are being activated, or you are finding yourself mirroring those around you and it's making you feel uncomfortable, take that into account for sure. All right, I think that's just about enough for here. Any new incoming energies? I'm going to read for the future. Anything else? We've got somebody that never told you something, but even though they never told you, you already know if you trust your gut instincts. Gratitude. Somebody has a lot of great gratitude for you in their life. You've been with them through thick and thin. Even though they weren't at their best, they were still learning a lot of lessons. You didn't hold judgment for them. You didn't take them for granted in a situation where they were still learning boundaries with others. Meditation brings solutions about this situations. I think that you already know the message that's coming through about an overlooked opportunity. It wasn't taken for granted. It wasn't chosen. Somebody feels like there is a true north in yourself is what I feel the message is coming through as. They feel that you two are each other's destiny here. Even though they're at a distance, there's something life-changing in this for this individual as they face their shadow. They're moving through feelings of self-worth, and they regret some things in their past, and they continue to look for clues and observe you from a distance. They find you to be very youthful in your, it's coming up as feminine, take it as you will, very mystical and empowered as well. And you activate their chakras. You help them to feel more balanced and help them to integrate their life lessons and healthy reflection and so on. And you also respect their individuality, giving them some type of permission to lean into what makes them so different and sets them apart. So that is Taurus, very sweet generally, generous of spirit, opening other individuals to this part of themselves. Let's see what the universe and spirit has to say about what these activations are meaning for you, Taurus. So coming out, we've got a bit of a spill out. or ancient future, you are a very progressive but ancient soul. It shows you very immersed in a highly energized state here. I feel like I have two cards. It's almost as though you feel like you're missing something, but you can't quite, I'm hearing, extrapolate the details. I'm going to do it. Nope, it's just one card. Take this one in for a moment there. We've got the two fish in the foreground with the yin and the yang symbol. So this ancient future, there's something that possibly the two individuals that or few that we were discussing here are talking about how to bring some older inclusive ways back online to take health and well-being and spiritual activation seriously. Yeah, you're building the future, empowering other individuals and rebuilding their sense of self-esteem and connectivity, helping other individuals to blossom and bloom. So there's some type of sacred work that you're doing together, and you've probably been together in many lifetimes previously. So I don't know if the context of this relationship is for you the same as it is for them. It seems like this other individual wants to take it to a different level, but there's some type of connection here that you've already surpassed something, and it seems as though you activating them is almost coming across as though you are someone specifically special to them, which you are, don't get me wrong, but it doesn't have to mean that that energy being activated needs to be objectified and made into something third dimensional. And so somebody is really feeling vulnerable and incredible around you, and so they want to have you in their life full time, it looks like. Yeah, this one came out yesterday with full spectrum. Exactly. Some of these didn't quite get shuffled back in, but we'll take them again. Life force energy. You're very radiant, very connected and expressive, and you just pour light codes from your essence or energy, or this is the individual that's coming into your experience, but I think that it's the Taurus here. Switch the roles. If you're a cross watcher, the overflow water, when they see you doing the things and shining as you do, and even they've been watching your glow up at the same time as you've been watching their empowerment process, and they're very fascinated by how you do what you do, and they feel very, very connected and very loyal to your emotional flow. Exactly, this high heart chakra, ecstatic bliss. There's this connection of souls that feels very uplifting to another. And your communication, the way that you interact with them, is not something that they've had with other individuals. Starseed elemental, you may be connecting with otherworldly information. Anything else before we go into the next? Exactly, okay. Under the deck, we have unique gifts following the star seed. If that doesn't look alien-esque. So you're speaking some type of different language with each other that other people aren't, and I mean this more symbolically, but it's as though the things that you're talking about, somebody could eavesdrop and not understand what you're talking about, because whether you two have a specific inside type references and in meanings to words that aren't exact, or if it's just you talking in context about your field, for instance, or the channeled energies. It looks like it's some otherworldly information. Yeah, and it's coming out with romantic love, solar plexus, and freedom. Beautiful. Freedom with the dragonfly there. It's like somebody really wants you to choose this, to step through some type of denial here. They feel like you are home, and below that we have miracle. An internal explorer after that with prosperity. Beautiful. And earth. Yeah, so what came out, we have belief with sound of the universe and portal keeper. Exactly. So whatever you believe about this situation, I think is more related to your universal calling, your sacred work here. And it looks like you are engaging this priestess energy here and shifting other individuals' beliefs. Yeah, opening up people to their unique gifts. So you're speaking this light code language into the collective and bringing them back home into the sacred center of themselves. And that's the miracle work that you are here and engaged in. Beautiful. So you help other people to explore their unique gifts and what sets them apart. And so people, I feel, are connected to you at a level that you're not necessarily connected to the situation. I think I'm going to switch it up, and I'd like to get some tarot cards here. Which one is the right one? Let's get this one. Underneath the deck, Chariot, discipline, determination, and we have the World coming out. Fulfillment and celebration with this whale. I'm hearing this whale song. It's the resonance from the deep, deep Akashic heritage. You two are exactly doing this ancient future, seeding the information here in this world. And because I feel you two or several of you are on this path of bringing this beautiful love online, it can be mistaken for worldly love, but it's otherworldly love. It's unconditional love and bonding and connectivity with some, while there's others that it's more of a trauma bond. So 3 of acorns, foresight and exploration. I think in whatever that you are aware of, you have this above perspective with the giraffe here to help something be a situation where everybody can feel fulfilled and not compromised, where it becomes a celebration of every individual's unique contributions and helps them to feel that they're putting their best into it and getting the best out of it, instead of feeling like they've been slighted because of this difference of objectives that's emerging. Page of Crystals, ideas and discipline. Very wily fox energy here as you get a few ideas and stay committed to the path ahead. I see that you don't necessarily want to mix so-called business with pleasure in this situation right here. At least there may be multiple individuals for yourself that you're determining which individual is best or or suitable for each one of the roles that you're filling in your life. 7 of acorns, determination and stamina. There's a lot going on for you. at all times, and it seems like you don't want to get caught up in any type of entanglement, dramas, or distracting energies with drama and so forth. And so you're determined to stay with something. Ace of Acorns, creative force and confidence. I'm seeing that you're really, yeah, like with this staying the course, you've got something that you're working on. You may be even, let's say, monetizing something at this time, trying to create something that serves a whole collective in your midst, or with your vision, with your unique gifts here, bringing them online. And we have 6, choice and trust, with these 2 wolves here. Which wolf do you feed? Making a choice to trust the situation to be what it needs to be, and to not rush to define things seems to be more where you are at. It seems like you'd rather things just stay the way that they are. And we've got 4 of Shells, soul searching, reevaluation, but you are taking something and considering something because you know somebody's about to ask you something. Knight of Feathers, action and focus. Looks like you're really doing a little bit of connecting to what you think needs to be said, what can come out of this, drawing from somebody what they really hope to accomplish. It's like drawing from them not what they think that they are experiencing, but the depths of something deeper. You're actually calling the roots, not the symptoms, forward. 6 of Acorns, success and triumph. Good. Yes, you'll be able to alchemize the situation without compromising somebody's feelings. And then we do have the 6 of Feathers with the dragonfly, transition and insight, giving somebody their proper limitations and roles within a situation can help to alleviate any sense of dashed expectations in a situation where if somebody thinks that something's going in a certain direction, you can give them the opportunity to save face and state yourself in advance. 2 of Shells, union and harmony. For many of you, this is a situation that is coming together in some type of a way. So I feel as though this is going to be different for many people. Let me see if we can get a little bit more of the shadow elements that are complicating the reading at this time so that we can understand the difference. Okay. We have temperance, money restrictions, testing the waters. Yeah, somebody's trying to gauge your response and test the chemistry and connect with your vision. Again, with that money-making venture, there's some type of assistance or support where somebody wants to be able to offer you something, a long-standing gift that would allow them a niche within the vision so that they can stay connected to it. And then we have the Sun, 19, happiness and bright prospects, and potentially even the whole marriage and children, or it doesn't have to be, it can be some type of community connection with multi-generations here, but it's something very bright and prosperous and expressive coming forward. So this seems to be the work that you're doing together, bringing a lot of happiness. So yeah, again with this, the gift giving to get things, and also with the roles, there's something here about the roles. And then we have the Page of Pentacles, somebody young. Again, we had the young female prior to that. Student, male or female potentially here, but is drawn more so as the feminine here. There's a lot of study and waiting, work frustrations, hard work still needing to be done. Yeah, somebody has witnessed your struggle and your come up, and they want to stay connected and continue to help you to alchemize and to build and flow into this future because it's worthy. And they see you as somebody who's learning a lot, an experience here of information exchange and open-mindedness and connectivity. And I think that they see a huge money-making potential within whatever vision that you hold, and they feel that it would also make them happy, but they want to make you happy in some type of a way with whatever they hope to offer and to bring into this situation. Any final thoughts from this deck? I think that's about it from here. The Fool underneath the deck. Good friends, happiness, needing to take a giant leap forward. So for some of you, this friend could be a potential romantic interest, or others of you, this friend is perhaps an amazing business prospect, but it looks like you're being very discerning in this situation and making sure that what you're looking for is actually on offer. I think that you've become quite independent and are not in any hurry to mix anything up because you feel like you're really ready for a breakthrough. Just like the seeds coming up in the spring, it's like Taurus is always building and always generous, and in that way always attracts those who like people to be generous with them. And so I feel like our Taurus friends here are a bit jaded or suspicious around certain individuals, but being so highly intuitive, I think that you understand that there is something mismatched about the energy, and I think that Taurus wants to remain good friends. The Eternal Child. This may be a Leo individual, but it's also somebody who's highly in touch with their eternal spark. And again, with that Sun card, yeah, it very much could be a Leo, because Leo is the sun here as well, that child energy. Yeah, you make this person feel young again. You make them feel connected to their intuition and to their ecstasy and bliss. I think there's a lot more to that one that could be unpacked. They have a lot of feelings for you. Oh, so that Eternal Child then coming out with the Orphan and the Flame, and the sun is on the Eternal Child. I feel like this individual has, again, with the trauma bond from the beginning of this, they do have a lot of mixed emotions and chaotic feelings that could potentially have a lot of basis in feelings of rejection and abandonment and betrayal, but they have a huge sacred inner calling to do some of the things that you are exploring in this lifetime, and you help them to continue to foster their connection with the Eternal Child within themselves and to heal this orphan wound that they have. And in so doing, I do feel like that's why we keep getting the young woman and the page energy, because they're connected to your childlike spark. But I do feel that they're also connected to your ability to build and to heal, and in such to also be the nurturing parental type energy in your community. Now they want to meet you in that, but I'm sensing that there's something that you've already worked through that is blocking their ability to 100% be where you need somebody else to be a full partnership. So what about you? What energy are we showing up as Taurus? Okay, we have the box. I feel like it's again you with your out of the box thinking, seeing things beyond the context of the situation. You're in touch with the unseen. You hear the subtext of the conversation and the look behind their eyes, and you feel the moment. Exactly. You're really connected to the sacred waters within yourself, to the liminal space within you. And you may really feel connected to the moon's movements, the tides, the ocean, water in general, water healing. But with the ocean card here, it's like you are so deeply connected and moved by other individuals. You see people that are underestimated and overlooked. You know how to see people at a very deep level and to draw them out of the box, the shadow space, and that feeling of that being who they are. And yes, so I really feel like you unlock people in a very powerful way with this empty room and the previous showing of the orphan with the box. It's like somebody's been like tucked in a back closet somewhere, and you're giving them the validation to see their inner child and the inner flame within them and to illuminate their beautiful inner self here. And then it's coming out too with the venom, which is interesting. So it's like they've been almost poisoned with the opinions and the toxic environments that they've been subjected to. And until you come around with your unique and otherworldly gifts, with all of this beautiful love just radiating and pouring through you, catalyzing and transforming and liberating the minds and bodies of other individuals to step through into that heart home space, creating literal miracles in their lives as they explore the internal dimensions of who they're here to be and to become, and unlocking their own prosperity on this earthly plane. So you are absolutely this activator of their internal homing device, bringing them home. And it can be very magnetic and alluring. So, but what's in it for you? I mean, obviously some of you are making a choice whether this is the direction that you want to go or not at this time. I do have 4 stacks of this one deck. We've got To the Celestial Mountain, needing to take a little break, rest and reflect, have your inner time. Blessings of the Moon Maiden. You have a lot of fertility of thought and mind, body, spirit. It's like whatever you touch is blessed and begins to manifest as real in real time. And so I think that you can work on the situation from the behind the scenes with your own light working potential to seed understanding and appropriate supportive limits and boundaries to create a healthy container. Meta Bhavana. These cards are very new and a bit foreign to me. I'm seeing again you as very exotic and in your otherworldly nature, very connected to the moon realms, to the subconscious, to the Akashic heritage. It's like something about your hair as well, being like braided or a little bit messy or larger than life or something like that, because we've got these individuals with their hair showing up prominently. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of moon magic here. And then we have Khadga here showing up. this always gives me a Two of Pentacles type of a feel. It's very much about cutting through situations to create greater clarity. And I think that something needs to come to an end. There's situational factors that are getting in the way with this situation. So let's keep going. I want to see if there's anything else as we finalize this message for you coming in. We have this robotic Pegasus energy. Under the deck, we have Rich Girl. So I do think that you lead a very abundant and peaceful life, even though you have a lot of irons in the fire. Got your little pets with you, your spirits chilling by the fire. That's really beautiful. You show up as a very abundant individual. Interesting. And the other individuals, perhaps the mother wound here being activated through the actual mother or previous love interests, other people being more parasitic and toxic and needy in that situation. The two that popped out are Good Lady. You also show a lot of integrity and social stamina, ability to move in great circles and upwardly mobile, and charismatic and interesting, playful and abundant in many ways. And also you're integrated with your shadow, and your emotional intensity is off the charts. You're able to really call people up into their feeling nature and unlock the powerful recesses of their natural states and their primal energy. So I think that that's going to be the end of the video here. Mediumship. So what are we calling in for you in the next phase, Taurus? What is coming in? We've got greater confidence in your skills and in your magic and your mediumship skills, gaining a lot of assistance as you conjure the next leg of your journey. Looks like you're conjuring some contact with a love interest that will answer all of these things that you haven't found in those that have been on offer previously. Divine assistance here, helping you with some confidence. So get yourself all sparkly. It looks like you're about to step out and be seen and noticed. Oh, union is here for you, Taurus. So stay with your standards. Don't go for that low hanging fruit. It looks like something incredible is coming in that is going to answer your prayers. So know what you want and be who you are. You're being recognized and rejuvenated. Yeah, the answer to your prayers, music to your ears coming through. Somebody who's going to take really good care of your light and your sparkle, helping you to level up and take flight as you start and, well, continue to keep on shifting the dynamics around you. It's like there's this big shift and change coming in for you, and it's going to